Every episode of NPR's It's Been a Minute podcast starts with a question about how culture shapes our lives. Are we spending too much on other people's weddings? Is social media bad for your mental health? We're here for your right to be curious. One big question at a time. Follow It's Been a Minute wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Department of Foreign Language Translation here at Car Talk Plaza. Somebody named Dave Newton from Thousand Oaks, California, sent us this handy little translation guide, which he pulled off the internet, which means what? He stole it.
Yeah, well.
And we don't know who the author is, but people will write to us and tell us. They always do.
Well, this is sort of in the spirit of our never-ending effort to keep harmony and good relationships.
Domestic harmony.
Domestic harmony, that's it, yeah. I mean, what it says here is wife speak and English equivalent, which means your wife says this, and here's what it really means.
Okay.
And I just picked out a few here. One is, we need, and what that means is, I want.
Yeah.
We need. She says, you're so manly, which means, in English, you need a shave and a shower. This kitchen is kind of inconvenient, which means, I want a new house. That's how your wife started. There wasn't this kitchen's a little small, isn't it?
No, dark.
Dark. If she says no, it means no. If she says maybe, it means no.
No.
If she says sure, it means no. And here are a couple of, if you say to her, what's wrong? If she says nothing, it means
Something.
everything.
Oh, everything. Oh.
Everything. If she says nothing really, it means just that you're a complete jerk. This is Dave Newton. I don't know who wrote this.
Why is it that I knew all the answers already?
Well, so did I. What does that mean?
Well, it means we're tuned into our wives, or we've just heard the same thing over and over and over again, that it's finally sunk in what they really mean.
Well, I mean, someone knew it enough to write it down, so maybe it's just common knowledge, and the only people who don't know it are the bores and yahoos, not sensitive men of the thousands of the 00s as we are.
We're going to have a tough time for the next couple of decades.
Yeah, saying zeros.
The zeros and the tens.
Zeros and the tens. Well, the tens is the teens.
The teens, yeah.
That will be all right.
Be all
but
right.
the zeros.
The zeros. Nothing's going to happen for at least 10 years.
Well, nothing we can refer to.
Right. Nothing of...
Oh, no, we'd be able to say, I remember back in '06.
'06.
'06.
Wow.
But I don't know what the whole decade will be known as.
That's going to be a problem for you, because you're going to remember 2 '06s. Anyway, if you'd like us to translate your car speak for you, call us at 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Andrea from Dublin, California.
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And where's Dublin?
Dublin is just east of San Francisco, about 50 miles east of San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Beautiful
Really?
Bay Area. Yeah.
Is it just past, are you ready for this? Is it just past Hayward?
You got
Alive.
Actually,
Do I know my geography?
You
I do, don't I?
All right, I have a 92 Acura Integra. It has 120,000 miles on it. It's a couple of turn a corner or change lanes on the freeway and go over the freeway bumps. I hear like a rattling in the steering column, and at first it sounded like just metal kind of clashing together.
Yeah.
And my friend Mary, she said it sounds like a bike chain rattling in either the dash or the steering column.
Are you missing a bike?
No, I have a bike, and it's got a chain on it.
You hit a bump, and you hear once
It
or
rattles
continuous?
quickly. Yeah, it rattles quickly, and as soon as I smooth out of the bump, it stops.
And it sounds like it's coming right out of the dashboard.
Right, or the steering column.
Yeah.
Is it something to be concerned about?
Yeah.
How,
What do you think it is?
How concerned should she be?
Well, I don't think it's really something that's going to cause you bodily harm. What I think it is, and your car is just the right age to have a broken stabilizer link.
Broken stabilizer link.
Yeah, which is right under the dashboard.
Well, the tip behind
it is
they
behind the
stabilize the radio.
It is behind the dashboard, but it's about 3 feet away. But sounds travel.
Sounds travel.
Yeah.
And what you think is coming from behind the dashboard is actually coming from
could be coming
either the right front or left front or both front wheels.
From the front wheel.
And the stabilizers are little bolts
Okay.
with a bunch of rubber, thick rubber grommets
Okay.
that go between the stabilizer and the lower control arm.
Okay.
And when one of them breaks, it can cause the stabilizer part of it to bang against the other part when you go over bumps, and also to interfere with the axle, so that when you do that, when you're driving along and you hit a bump, the broken piece of the stabilizer will actually hit the axle and go for a few seconds and then go away. And the rest of the time, you hear nothing.
Exactly.
This is brilliant, isn't it, Andrea?
So what is it going to cost me?
Oh, cheap.
Short money.
Short?
As,
Okay.
as we say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Short money.
Yeah,
So
you probably need both of them replaced.
So
and of
both
course,
sides.
yes, they're just
Okay.
on the front. And while they have it up in the air, they're going to discover that you need brakes, ball joints, a muffler.
Tie rod ends, everything.
Yeah.
So basically, a broken stabilizer link on
Yeah,
both.
which
front
is going to cost you, the short money is going to be $1,000.
Are you serious?
No. I mean,
You better not be.
it should cost you $100, but it may end up costing you $1,000 when they find all the other things wrong with your car. And of course, it's time for another timing belt and all that. I would say $1,680.
Aren't you glad you
My
called?
timing belt replaced.
But you're going
about-
to need all this stuff, and it's a lot of it is safety related, and you will
Right.
thank us for saving your life, even
Well,
though
that's
it's going to.
why I'm calling. I just
Yeah.
want to keep ignoring it.
No, that's right. I mean, your life is worth at least $1,600.
I hope so.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, I appreciate your help. I enjoy listening to you guys.
It's
Thanks,
a
Andrea.
Pleasure.
Okay,
thanks
thanks.
for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Tom. How you doing?
Tom,
Where you from, Tom?
Trenton, New Jersey.
Trenton. You know, I was in Trenton just the other day,
No kidding.
and I was standing on the Amtrak platform,
Okay.
and I struck up a conversation with a guy next to me.
Yeah, it was the basis of it was this. Got any spare change?
That would be the kind of conversation you'd have at the Trenton Railroad Station.
But he said, after we started talking, he said, I used to live in Trenton, and I never come back here if I don't have to, because it is the worst city in the country.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just telling you what the guy said. He said, I moved out of Trenton when I got mugged 5 days in a row.
Oh, God.
The poor guy came home from work 5 contiguous days, and every night on his way home from work, somebody beat him up and took his money.
You know,
I
the
can't
Trent,
bet
Not his
Windows are
wallet,
moving
because on the
out.
second day, he didn't have a wallet anymore.
but he's pinned to his undershirt. You know that Trenton used to be the capital of the United States?
Yep.
Get out of here.
It was. It was for a short period of time.
A week. They mugged everyone and they left. All right, Tom, do you have a serious question? Come on, we're killing valuable time here.
And nobody will visit Trenton now for the next 20 years.
What's up, Tom?
Well, I drive a 1994 Honda Del Sol SI.
Yeah.
It's got 102,000 miles on it. About 6 months ago, the car had been sitting in my driveway for about a week. My wife and I were away on vacation. And I got in the car to start the car up to go to work, and nothing. Battery's dead. It's not doing a thing. So I called somebody to give me a jump.
Got it.
Started up fine. So I took the car to the dealer because I was concerned that maybe there was a problem with the battery. And sure enough, the battery was gone. It was dead. They replaced the battery, and I went on my merry way. About a week and a half later, I'm driving to work, and my engine light comes on. So called the dealer. Brought the car down.
Yeah. You need...
He said, your ECU is bad, which, yeah, exactly.
Bummer. That's the car's computer, for those
Right.
that don't know.
And he said,
The economic control unit.
well, he said the price of the part is about $1,200.
Yeah.
And then with the labor, it's probably $1,500. He also said these things don't go bad very often. He said it's very rare.
That's true. I think we've replaced one Honda computer in forever.
Okay, right. And it started making me think, is it possible that getting the car jumped could have done something to the ECU, even though it didn't show up as bad until a week and a half later.
See, the mind is a terrible thing.
I know, isn't it?
More importantly, is it possible that you can blame this on somebody else and get your $1,500 back?
People at work thought that's the reason why I was going to call, and it's really not.
It's just educational.
Right.
Well, certainly if you hook up the cables backward, you can cook everything on any car. And certainly you could cook the computer. Usually if you do that, if you hook the cables up incorrectly, the car won't start and may even catch fire.
Yeah. Something will usually blow up.
So there's a definite sign that they did it wrong.
Usually.
Yeah, I mean, you were there when who jumped the car? AAA or some garage?
Well, it was somebody that AAA, somebody that works with.
And you were there.
With. I was there. I watched them do it.
You watched them do it. You turned the key and the car started right up.
Right up.
And how soon after that did the light come on?
About a week and a half later.
I doubt they're related.
So you don't think they're related?
Almost impossible.
No.
So I don't think this guy did anything wrong to your car. I think it was just bad luck.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, and it runs all right now? Everything's good?
It runs fine. It's a great car. It's got 102,000 miles on it.
Yeah, don't go away anymore. One safer thing to do, by the way, for anyone who has a dead battery, is to actually disconnect the battery before you charge it.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
It's not really jump starting.
So if your battery were dead, you could take the battery out or have the car towed to a gas station. They would disconnect the cables from the battery and just charge up the battery. And then when the battery is charged, they would disconnect the charger and hook your cables back up, and there's no risk whatsoever then. And that's the safest thing to do.
I see. Now, if you had somebody come and give you a jump, would they be able to do that as well?
No, unless you wanted to.
No, they couldn't, because the cables would have to be
If you
connected.
wanted to spend the morning with them and have latte and brioche,
right?
But those guys don't do latte and brioche.
So that's really the best way to do it.
That's the safest way.
Disconnect the battery and have it charged.
But I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, what are the chances it could happen again?
That's the kind of thing I worry about.
See, good luck, Tom.
Thanks a lot,
Don't
guys.
worry. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
All righty.
Wait a minute. If the truck drivers don't do latte and brioche, what do they do? They do like Miller High Life at 7 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I don't know what they do, but I don't think latte and brioche is included. 1-888
Is that some kind of a blanket derogatory statement about tow truck drivers?
No, it's just an observation. I mean anything by it. It's just a sweeping generalization.
Have we not alienated enough people?
Well, tow truck drivers, never mind.
I don't screw around with tow truck drivers too.
Yeah, you ought not to mess with them.
Don't mess with them. That's like the guy at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Funny man.
All right, Tommy, now that summer's here, your memory must be warming up. Do you happen to remember last week's puzzler?
I don't think my memory's up to operating temperature.
You know what you need? A blockhead heater. Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk, of course, about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, this came from Rob, somebody or other, who used to work for Applied Logic, because that's what his email address says. And I'd say used to, because I'm sure he's since been fired for writing personal email on company time.
Of course.
Anyway, he writes, my wife owns a 92 Olds Achiever with a quad 4 engine, 5-speed manual transmission, and power everything. One morning, as she's headed to work, she comes back into the house and says her car won't start. I go out and listen as she tries to start the car, and zippo, not even a click. She's in a hurry, so she takes my car. So I put the battery charger on her car, and later in the day, I go out and I start it right up. I drive it around a bit to charge the battery. Everything's fine. The next day, the exact same thing happens. Right? She turns the key, zippo.
Yeah.
I visit a website and I find instructions for determining if there's a drain on the battery and all that. And I do the test. I find out there's no drain. So I go out and buy a new battery and put it in. Same problem. So we push the car out of the garage and I jump it with my car. I turn the key and it starts right up.
Yeah.
And I drive her car to the dealership and she follows in my car. Hours later, they say they can't find the problem. So we leave it there overnight, figuring this is an overnight problem. Mm-hmm. The next day, my wife gets in with her keys, turns the key, and it won't start at the dealership, even though they said it was all right. At which point I ask her, did you just buy something for your car? She says, yes. And the question is, what did she buy that was preventing her from starting the car?
I have to say that
This is a...
You obfuscated this one really beautifully.
Well, I didn't. I mean, Rob did.
You helped.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, it's well done. Very well done. In fact, I will say that you did throw in a hint toward the end there that was unnecessary.
I did?
You said she got in the car again with her keys. And you didn't have to say that. You just said she got in the car and it wouldn't start.
Oh, see? You
could have been even more.
I really obfuscated it because you got the wrong answer.
Great! It was a red herring.
What she had bought for her car on Rob's Applied Logic
Let
credit
me guess.
card.
Air freshener.
Floor mats.
Floor mats.
Yes, way back in the beginning, like about an hour ago, I mentioned that she had an old Achiever with a quad-4 engine and a 5-speed manual transmission. And because she has a manual transmission, she has attached to her clutch pedal.
You didn't mention that she was short.
I didn't mention that she was short.
That would have been the hit.
Unnecessary. She has a starter inhibit switch, and that is a switch located on the clutch pedal, which prevents the starter from engaging unless the pedal is depressed all the way to the floor.
Right.
And when she put the carpet in, the new rugs in, it prevented her from pushing the thing far enough down. But when Manly Rob, who works, did I mention, for Applied Logic?
Used to
work for Applied Logic, got in with his big legs.
Yeah.
He had no trouble mashing this pedal to the floor. And as it was the case, the guys at the dealership didn't have a problem either.
Hey, Neanderthals.
Right.
Lucky they didn't go right through the floor.
And when it didn't start, they just pushed the pedal even harder.
Sure.
And the new floor, so all she had to do was cut a piece off of the floor mat or pull it back a little bit, and voila, the car started. All the hints were there.
I think it's great.
And Rob has a new career in floor mat sales now, installation, since he lost his job.
It's great.
And who's our winner?
The winner is Charles Gruber. From where? Shapley, Maine. And for having his answer selected at random from among all the answers that we got, Charles gets a $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk store on our website.
Measly.
Charles gets a measly $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk store on our website, with which he can get 6, are you ready for this? Of a Dewey Cheatham and Howe embroidered polo shirt. We leave off one sleeve. Well, congratulations to you, buddy.
Well, anyway, we'll have a new puzzle from the Train series.
The Amtrak collection.
That puzzle will be coming up in the third half of today's show, so stay tuned for that if you'd like. In the meantime, you can call us and ask us questions about your car or anything else. The number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello.
You know what that number is in binary? Have we ever used this?
Yes, we have.
I had it here: 1000110010111111011 0011010111. Call that number on your digital phone, if you will.
Hello, you're on Car Talk.
My name is Larry. I'm from San Diego.
Hi, Larry.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I was wondering if you could help me. I have a 14-year-old son who is thinking about driving, and he's saying, Dad, let's buy a car and fix it up so that when I become of driving age, I'll have something to drive.
Pretty hard to say no to that, isn't it? I mean, it's a father-son project. It's what every man thinks about when he has boys.
You do.
At some point, the boys and I are going to restore an old Mustang.
I know. I kind of want to break into a Monty Python song about or something.
Tommy had that same dream, except the Mustang had hooves.
Well, yeah. I know it does sound like a great time, and then the reality of my mechanical ineptness and budget kind of comes to play, and that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Well, this is good.
The other thing I should tell you about is, one of his things that he likes to do is he likes to surf. And so, having something that he can drive places with and maybe camp in or sleep in the back.
So what do you have in mind, Larry?
What do I have in mind?
Yeah.
Stalling until he gets a job and buys his own car.
Well, I think we think of the experience of this bonding as being the father and son working side by side, replacing brake lines and putting in new pads, new shoes, and doing whatever it takes, and the father teaching the son. But that might not be the right lesson.
Well, and it might require that you have something to teach. If you don't know anything,
Well, that's
then
the thing. Larry said he doesn't have any idea how to do
what
this.
do you do for a living, Larry?
He's a computer programmer.
I'm a biologist.
Worse. Yeah.
I actually.
You
I
a
have
marine biologist?
No. Terrestrial. But,
Well,
How unfortunate you
George
live in,
Costanza.
how unfortunate you live in San Diego. I mean, go ahead.
Well, that's
yeah,
true.
but I actually, when I was in college, I actually had a VW microbus, as you might expect.
Of course you did.
I had a wonderful book called something like Volkswagen Repairs for the Complete Idiot. And
Dummies.
Yeah, well, they do have that same book now, except it's 27,000 pages. I mean, and that vehicle, that Volkswagen, was the only vehicle made, perhaps, that allowed that book to be written. Because it was a simple enough vehicle, and with rudimentary tools, you could and basic knowledge of physics, you could actually fix almost anything on that thing. Most cars aren't like that, and of course, the consequence of that was the car was a death trap.
right,
But
which is why we pretty much ruled that particular car out.
so that is out.
Yeah, and any car that is made in the last couple of decades is going to be pretty much ruled out in terms of your being able to do much to it at all.
But because you live so close to Mexico, you have a unique opportunity to go down to Mexico and get your son a nice
56 Chevy.
57 Ranchero.
A Ranchero.
Oh,
Now we're talking, huh? For those of you who don't know what a Ranchero is, it's akin to the El Camino, which is basically a car that was cut off behind the front seat, in the back of which was a pickup truck kind of thing.
Right.
So I think that should be your quest. I think you ought to go to Mexico for a few weekends and search out a Ranchero.
See that? Now, it turns out that the bonding experience is not, rather than being replacing brake lines and whatever else, the bonding experience comes from the creativity involved in figuring out what to buy, trips to Mexico. Who knows what else he'll learn on his way to Never mind. Yeah, I like it. I say go for it, Larry.
okay.
That's the vehicle for him. His surfboard will fit in the back, and it'll be the coolest thing. When he sees it, he'll fall in love with it.
Okay.
See you, Larry.
Thanks for your
You're
help.
not going to do it, are you, Larry?
No, he's not going to do it, but that's all right.
I mean, you did say thanks, and I know you're just being polite because you think we're nuts.
Well, I knew that before I called.
But just remember, it was my brother's idea, not mine.
No, I actually think it's a pretty good idea.
I knew that.
And if we get it done, we'll send you a picture.
I'd love to
All
see.
right. See you, Larry.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, our producer wants us to take a short break now and prepare for the rest of the show. He says it'll be better if we cram.
He didn't say cram. He said scram. The rest of the show will be better if we scram.
Oh, okay. We'll be back in a minute. Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler.
Automotive in nature? Folkloric?
It's folkloric. It's historic. It's
Lousy?
it's locomotive in nature.
Locomotive, but not automotive. Is it semi-automotive? Quasi-automotive?
Yes, master.
Yeah, go ahead.
This came from someone named Tim Sullivan, and I don't know if the facts are correct, but the flavor of it is so good that it makes no difference if the particulars are right.
And would it make any difference to the answer? Sure, of course.
He writes, years ago when railroads used steam locomotives, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, we remember it well. The old B.O., exactly, had a busy freight line running south from Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Okay, hence the name Baltimore and Ohio, Rochester, New York.
You got to go through.
You got me? You with me so far?
Yeah. Why do you have to go through? Never mind.
He writes, a single locomotive of the 282 type, which has steam locomotives has two wheels in the front, which didn't do much of anything.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 wheels behind those, which were the drivers, 4 on each side.
Yeah.
And then two wheels in the back, which didn't do much except support the
Hold
weight.
up the train.
They're holding up the train.
Oh, really? So that's how they refer to them?
Yes.
As 282? It's
Right.
5 minutes already.
Two
Keep
lead
going.
wheels, 8 drivers, and 2 trailing wheels.
Yeah.
Could handle a train of 80 cars.
Okay, a 282, 80 cars. I've got that now. Okay. Fully loaded, of course. Why would you bring them empty and take them back?
Well, sometimes they're empty, but most of the time they're full. But you ready for this?
Yeah.
On this particular run, it couldn't make it with 60 cars. It had to have 80.
Oh, I thought you could. I thought it was the other way around, that it couldn't make it with 60. It had to have 59.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it had to have 80.
It had to have more cars. And the hint is there's something unusual about
Something south of Rochester.
the run between Rochester and wherever it was going.
Baltimore.
Maybe Baltimore. Who knows?
So it normally could.
Figure that out. Now, if you think you know the answer, write it on a postcard or a complete set of 1869 Waterford Crystal Rhone Valley goblets and send it to.
Well packed. Put it in all
you
that.
you can just write it on the box. That
Yeah.
You pack the Waterford
Pack it
Crystal
very, very carefully
in.
because that stuff is very delicate.
And send that answer to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238, or you can email your answer from the Car Talk section of cars.com. If you'd like to call us, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 8882-2782-55. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
I am Randy, and I'm calling from McCall, Idaho.
From Idaho?
From Idaho,
Idaho. Do you end your name with an I or a Y?
with an I.
Cool. So what's shaking, Randy?
Well, nothing's shaking, but it sure is smoking. I have a 96 Ford F-250 diesel.
Wow.
And this is my everyday rig.
Really?
We have horses and mules, and I need to drive a vehicle that I can haul either a trailer with or hay with, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
And I've had it since September of last year. I bought it with 74,000 miles on it, and it has 90,000 now. And my problem is that it smokes like a house on fire when I start it up, first thing in the morning.
Is it worse in colder weather?
The colder it is, the darker the smoke.
Geez, because you didn't drive it for the first 74,000 miles,
Yes?
I'm afraid that whoever didn't change the oil enough.
Well, I spoke with the gentleman who had my vehicle,
Oh, you know him.
and he promised me that he changed the oil every 3,000 miles.
I don't believe him.
I believe him. No.
I don't believe him.
People in Idaho.
They don't lie. Yeah, that's
No.
true.
It's not like the
my
East,
Eastern
man.
bias.
Not like these people out there tell the truth. They're
Well-
honest. They have that pioneer mentality.
But it means more work for us because
I
the
believe him.
obvious reason for it smoking
Okay.
is that the oil wasn't changed during those first 74,000 miles. And if we're going to believe Clem, then we're going to have to come up with a different answer.
Yes?
The reason I think it's smoking, obviously, is that the compression is low, and because a diesel relies on the heat of compression to combust the fuel, it's incomplete combustion that's causing the smoke. They have to do a compression test
Okay.
because that's going to tell you all. And if in fact the compression is low, then whether Clem changed the oil is irrelevant. You will need to have the engine rebuilt.
Wait. Did he
Oh,
say
my
he
God.
changed the oil every 3,000 miles or at 3,000 miles? He may have only changed it at. And
Just once.
Just one time.
Yeah,
Call him back.
The wording is crucial here.
I'll bet if you call him back,
I
he's
think I may
unlisted.
be in trouble.
So have a compression test done because that's going to tell you everything.
Should I sell my truck?
No, you should fix it.
I should fix it.
No, it's
Sure.
almost brand new. I mean,
And it's exactly what you need.
It's exactly
And no matter
love
what it
it
costs you to fix it, it's going to be cheaper than buying a new one.
Okay.
yeah.
fix it.
Plus, if you sell it, you're going to have to lie to somebody.
Right.
And if you become a liar, you can't live in Idaho.
That's
they'll
right.
kick me out, won't they?
You'll
Oh.
have to move to
You have to-
Fall River, Massachusetts.
Or Boston.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
you have to move back east. Because the liars are out. I know where she's going to move. Washington, D.C.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
liars there.
Well, maybe you could get elected senator from Idaho, and then you can have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, don't even start with the.
We won't.
Don't,
No, we won't.
We could do a whole show on that alone.
don't get me started, Randy.
Don't get me started.
See you, Randy.
Good
Thanks,
luck.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
1-888 Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, guys. This is Greg from Washington, D.C.
Hi, Greg.
What a coinkadink, as we say.
Are you a liar or a truth teller?
Oh, I am an absolute truth teller. I work for the government.
Oh.
Okay.
What portion
Branch.
of the government? What branch? That's it.
Well,
What-
the branch is very important here. I work for the State Department.
Oh.
And my
State
question relates to that. I'm about to go overseas to Yerevan, Armenia, where they have no unleaded gas, and I'm shipping my 2000 Nissan Xterra. And
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. Well, unfortunately, I think it's already on the ship.
Well, how long will you be there?
2 years. 2 years, and then I'll be overseas somewhere else.
But won't you have, as we say in the
Diplomatic community?
in the civilian world, a company car?
Not exactly. No, I'm afraid the bottom of the heap, we don't get anything like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
This
but
is my first assignment.
How much will you drive? Do you have any idea?
Not too terribly much, I don't think. But there's usually a shipping company who will remove the catalytic converter for us.
Right.
But on post-1996 Nissan trucks, he won't touch them. He says that the whole converter system runs throughout almost the entire exhaust system, that it would be removing 3/4 of the entire exhaust system.
Oh, you know why? This must have more than one converter.
I think that's what he was saying, that it's got some kind of pre-converter and then something else. But now, advice from my neighbor, who, and I believe what he says because he can keep a Jaguar running by
Oh,
himself.
he's a genius.
That's what I think. He said what you can do then is just cut it open, get to where you can get a straight shot at the converter at those screens inside.
And broom handle it out.
And broom handle it out, exactly.
Yeah. You're going to have to do exactly what this guy said.
Uh-huh.
You're going to have to broom handle out the honeycomb.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
And then should the other warning that we got is that might damage the oxygen sensors.
Oh, you're going to unplug the oxygen sensor.
Just unplug them.
You won't be using those.
Use the little piece of black tape on the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could refuse shipment of the Xterra when it gets there.
Mm-hmm.
You could say, what Xterra?
No, then they'll sell it to somebody.
No, they'll just send it back. They'll just send it back. However, when you do disable this thing by broom handling out the honeycomb, you are going to incur a huge expense, probably on the order of a few $1,000 when you return stateside.
That I already knew. And is there any other part of the engine that I'm going to be damaging with this?
I don't
I do
gas.
broom handle it out. Am I going to ruin my engine the whole thing?
Yeah, but an engine isn't much more expensive than the converters. So you can buy one of those too.
And you
Two
probably
for one, huh?
you probably aren't going to do any damage to anything else.
Okay.
Right, and somewhere that you're going to go, they're probably going to blow up your car anyway. So,
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And if you're lucky, it'll be like just before you have to come home.
Well, terrific. Thank you very much.
see you, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Well, it's happened again. You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk.
I certainly have. Oh, listening.
Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion. Cute, cute, cute. Berman. Our associate producers are Frau Catherine Pickle Fenolosa and Louis Cronin the Barbarian. Our engineer is George Hicks. A little slow in the uptake, George. Our senior web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, and our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, still celebrating his Tour de Fork victory, is John Bugsy Lawler.
With a fork.
Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Marge Overa. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzoff. Our director of new product repair is Warren T. Myfoot. All right, wise guy. Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Shaquille O'Neal throws one into the mezzanine seats every time we say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.